Hey everybody, it's me Chris, and it's time for the trailer crawler one more time. Here are the new releases for the week of April 18th, 2010, along with my opinions that you will possibly want to mute because they're so bad, because you know what, they're the truth. And how dare I speak the truth, blah blah blah. Anyways, let's just get to it. First up is Monster Hunter Tri for the Nintendo Wii. Judging by the constant emails I get about this game, and believe me, I get a ton of them, it will be a big thing. Serving up as a following to the PS2 and PSP games, Monster Hunter is a bit of a scaled-down MMORPG where you can team up with friends and go on quests that usually have you do certain things like collecting enough of a certain item or defeating certain bosses, just as in an MMO. There's no real story that anyone cares about. Monster Hunter is all about getting your fat loot in typical slow-down combat that is often used in online games. It'll be interesting how this game does. Monster Hunter really hit its stride in Japan, where it became a very big deal. It's the reason why you bought the PSP if you were living in Japan. The multiplayer on the PSP version is not online, but kids will commonly meet up after, say, school or anywhere else and just go questing. The in-person social element is really what solidified this title over there. The US version failed to achieve that, since, we have our World of Warcraft and Guild Wars where we never even have to leave the basement. Monster Hunter brings the game online, forgoes the friend codes because it's actually on the Capcom servers, and allows WeSpeak capabilities. Monster Hunter Tri will probably end up featuring more of a younger community, and I think that same audience will probably enjoy the hell out of it. There's a lot to do in this game, and it can be a real-time sync. For those reasons, though, I'll probably give this version a pass. Mainly, I just can't get enthused for item collecting in an MMO light. That does not excite me anymore, and I apologize for stomping on everyone's parade. And I wish I could match everyone else's enthusiasm, but to me, it just seems like a very dry game. But you know what? If this is the type of thing you love, why not go check it out? You'll probably have a good time. Second is Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper for the 360. This adventure-style game came out on the PC about a year ago, and really no one cared, as it garnered, average scores and then completely disappeared. The puzzles here do look kind of lame and remind me of sort of a mid-90s adventure game once, games started going to CDs on the PC. It just looks kind of crude. If you love everything about the atmosphere for Sherlock Holmes, I don't even know if you'll enjoy this because, it just does not look that exciting. Third is Afterburner Climax for the Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network. Afterburner is a classic, straightforward Sega series, which I personally loved growing up. They just do not make sit-down arcade games that awesome anymore, and especially G-Lock, which in certain locations would have this arcade machine that would actually take you upside down if you decided to, roll your plane in a certain direction. It was just badass. Afterburner Climax originally hit the arcade back in 2006 and looked like a heavily polished version of the original. This game should be a treat for fans. Not exactly deep, and I do believe that it can be beaten very quickly, but if you're into these games, it should be a load of fun. It should be a blast. Fourth is Blood Bowl for the PSP. Blood Bowl is a cross between a tactical RPG and American football featuring Warhammer references. What? I definitely applaud the concept, so I don't want to crap on this title specifically, but the gameplay does look a little tedious, and the PC version was not that well received. I guess some people do enjoy this, so, if this really sounds up your alley, I guess take a look, but not for me. Don't really care at all. Finally, fifth is X Windam for the DS, a game that looks to be a more casual take on fighting games that remind me of the sorts of titles that were popular back in the days of, say, the Super Nintendo, where not everything needed to be that specific. This game looks playable enough and could even end up being pretty fun overall, but it's really hard to get myself to care because really, who are these people? They're no one, and if you're going to play a fighting game, why not play something that's awesome? Yeah, so that's this week. If you want to tell me why you love the Monster Hunter series, please by all means go ahead and tell me. I've played the PSP version and wasn't that impressed, especially when it comes down to like farming and taking care of your farm and all of that sort of tedious nonsense that sort of just reminded me of like Animal Crossing. Tell me what I've been missing and why the Wii version is going to rock. Maybe you'll even convince me to give it another chance. I don't know. I actually am interested though in hearing your guys' opinions on the Monster Hunter series, good or bad. Lately, beyond some of the usual games that I've been talking about, I've actually given Fragile Dreams a try on the Wii. It's actually pretty decent with a terrific atmosphere, although there are some tedious issues that really slow the game down. I also tried out Sonic and Sega's All-Star Racing for about an hour, which was pretty fun. It was pretty much just exactly what you would expect from a Mario Kart title. So anyway, what have you guys been playing? See you next time.